Yeah. Like, so I wake in the morning lying next to the chicken, complaining that all of be blazing a spliff, giving a spits they cannot ignore. I be getting a call for the man I want stick. I'm not seeing this man at my door. I be spending my time on my patterns galore. I'm not seeing his gang on my lawn and be spending my dime on the fam and the cause. Clash me, that's right, that's what an amateur for. But he isn't putting the price before. Now I can see that I'm having the more. There's a million man that can spit, couple thousand brother that skip. Only 5% of these brothers that kick this intellectual shit. And to get no love in your life, you live your life just to get rich. Have a gold digger in the yard, dipping in the pockets, working on a ditch. I've been earning paper for a caravan, I ain't earning paper for a prick. And even the baddest man wouldn't want battle, man. I'll put the arrogant out in a click, banish and batter him down, not having it. I'm getting hazardous, I'm on the rinse. I'm too talented, I have to bottle and borrow and topple them off at the top of the bridge. But,
Alright, let me
Yo, pick up the pen and back to the tune. Man, gotta chat what he actually do. Might find yourself at the back of the room. Roll round Bruce, rally the troops. Too hag on my raps on the roof. Write those lines in a package of boom. Got told back, but it's backy physiques. Back time we bring this back to the roots. I was sliding on the mic. All these guys, they on the mic. Grind it hard like pushing on pedals of a bike. People my level inside. Then boy, there with the devil inside. Speed it up and let adrenaline rise. Till they keep crying the devil is times. And I tell them there that the weapon is mine. Now I write bars, soon to write books. March across to do what I should. Might try sing a right hook. They ain't got the ring of my hooks. Well, still I just push. Some just play the game to get pushed. When I'm in that game to let the deck spin. And I like my J before my breakfast and I send to skies if I'm Redwood. See some man they on a head trip. No one's living, let live. Too many arrogant man don't care when I work hard to simply go in. But no I don't spit no sin and no I don't swig no gin until I'm close to coasting. People ain't speaking open. See the beat, I ride. On the peak, I climb. Walls to the be free on site for wasting time on mic. So brother best be refined. There are those seasons lights like Jesus Christ with the beef right. So the brides find China, most ain't eating right. Well, ride around and keep an old soul tree. Tell the brother is piping down. How you like me now? I grow lively now. Sound so tall like the Eiffel Tower. I ain't gonna let him make the cycle sour. So I tell them there, make the cipher louder. Living in a world with the Bible's power. In a town where everybody hypes the powder, but I hype a flower. Got that cold perfume and no curfew. Lounging covert tunes, so hold it down like the cold words do. Don't take it wrong, let the words serve you.
A blessing, the present is my existence. Expression is my resistance. Whilst investing in persistence and consistent in professions, I'm betting on for forgiveness. I admit I've reconciled seeing her once in a while. I put it simply that I miss her when revisiting her smile. Each night shift consists of relinquishing as I drift, because no amount of gifts could place me on her wish list. So I prefer to stay anonymous. I wait and save the promises that balance my hypothesis. Raptured in the metropolis, impossible to be honest when I'm feeling quite the opposite. And both do seem synonymous when all this road demolishes previous reigns of dominance. Greediness reigned on prominent shit. I was autonomous, but now my pit is bottomless. Took me losing competence, confidence, and my consciousness. See the true consequence of placing trust in common sense.
Woo! Alright, another one. Another one.
Caravan Sessions.
Alright.
Sitting in the caravan.
In my pull like that.
In the caravan. Like, hold it down, like, yeah. Like, see. Well, I'm the king and you're the castle. I'm the guan inside the parcel. Now I'm feeling dizzy, but there ain't no dizzy rascal. I'm the slow jam, the 90s. Ain't no matter marshals told me take. So I grab another armful. Watch what you can carry, we shall see if you can handle it. Now I'm feeling anarchist. By time I grab the cannabis, pick up the pen, and then write about my catalyst. But how I'm feeling insane, that's how I feel gargantuous. You got to hand it to this kid, cause he's amorous with his stamina. He cracks neck like slapping amateurs, but it took him blood and sweat to jump inside the camera. Remember when my mother wept, wish a younger me could carry her. Now I'm grown man, making tracks like old man, and my soul spans to the furthest corners of this whole land. I go ham, build a goddy like Hulk Hogan. Now I'm switching lanes, putting feet up in my own hands. Well, it's intimate, isn't it? The years are swift, they cheering here, they hearing spit sincere with this. Like, will they be into it like swerving into Mr. Ditch? Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
I've always thought this beat was out of my league. Now I define confidence so I can do it some justice. That's what might intrigue you to rhyming fatigue. My firepower's of an infant, so I threw away the musket. Must skip ahead and improve my footwork. Now I'm in the ring, so it's back to the index. Used for surfing the web and seeing the wave network. It's hard to solve all issues when the world's multiplex. Does that mean you give up? No, you take the first step. It's a long staircase, but the path ain't direct. What did you expect for it to all be simple? There's a method to the madness, it's not clear as crystal.
Come on, Ruairi.
Chopping off from what the dope got me coughing. Ventilate for me, she might catch a brother squatting. Imitate a brother, catch a crack upon your knob. And see the summer got me vibing like the beats from John Bonham. Teams on the horizon, green inside the pockets. Opium to chronic, keepers know the city's got it. Looking back, you got to crack an egg to make an omelette. So I'ma crack these lots like these twats crack and conkers. Bristol is, whatever you make of it. Bristol is the place where the days go quick. Bristol is. Bristol is. Bristol's raided while you're taking the piss. I got the rise popping like a bomb of money in his ass. So cause he forgot to lock his bag, might just take a ride on it. And then roll the grind, solid studios, my workplace, I find it quite a nice office. Next building that I'll clock, I'll knock the locks off it. Fill it full of squatters, tipping bottles, swigging hobgoblin. On the crops, often never tell me stop bossing. I'll be blowing noses when the cops knocking. Never demand it, if I got dosh in my wallet, too damn large for you. Your style's microscopic, literally the universe, you seems psychotropic. Honest, my style be like sliding over bonnets. Pass the mic, and we pass around the ganja pipe. Got the coppers wishing that this fella had an angry mind. I'm shifting hip hop, certain guys to marry grind, but I'ma keep it family. Bristol where the family lies. Yeah,
Family life.
So they say, like it's corruption. It's about a greedy man who wants no discussion before they start to alter how we function. Where they swerve the vehicles, they be bound to get a punch. You told me buckle down and count the numbers. Like it's corruption. It's about a greedy man who wants no discussion before they start to alter how we function. Where they swerve the vehicles, they be bound to get a punch. You told me buckle down and count the numbers. Like, what they say they gonna house the move, while a house of laws turn the system to a power tool just for the capital. It's already fucked when the situation's casual. The casualties be mounting on the annual. The fellas with the baseball bat, they ain't playing bat and ball. I don't aim for that when everybody is mechanical, a part of a machine. It's been that way since back in school. I sit to watch it all get so irrational. I seen the money sway the court. The lawyer changed a different judge and paid the same papers as before. That's what the papers don't report. It's that bang in the middle of Wonderland and gang galore. So breathe stress to release stress, but that's what ganja's for. The anger source and now he's running round on some too close to Amanda sport. I take a draw, break the law and sample scores when it's corruption. It's about that greedy man who wants some when you're stuck up in a dungeon. Make it kinda hard to function.
Like Zacchaeus in the tree, we're all scared to be seen, watching without intervention, leaving everything to these sort of autocratic, dogmatic scoundrels who believe liberty should come at a price before we can't be free. Please, could you not at least try to sympathise rather than ghettoise the people that have been denied supplies? I'm horrified that they could sweepify these human lives who instead of forced to sleep outside and are always left to die. But who am I, or better yet, who am I addressing those who possess power, preventing us from progression? For example, take the last election. PM is faced with questions, but a facade keeps the public guessing. How do you escape the path of poverty when the road's one way? We provide resources and chase down May. That only leads to violence while tyrants get a reception, saying youth suffer from idleness, that's fraudulence and deception. May I have your attention for just one moment? I'm priapus of this environment and an opponent of the rodents. We must clear the clutter and hear the mutter from our forgotten brothers in gutters, luck drained and stuck in slumber.